Listen to part of a lecture in a film class.
Ellen, would you turn off the projector, please? Thanks so much. Okay, class, I think this is the perfect time to talk about montage. Can someone tell me what it is?
Montage is when you take various scenes and then put them together to form an entirely new one.
I couldn't have said that any better myself. Yes, montage is the process, or technique, of putting together selected pieces of film in order to form a continuous whole. And it's also the term used to describe the end result of that process. Montage is a fairly old technique. It was first used in the 1910s by Soviet filmmakers during the height of the Russian Revolution.
Okay, what is the part about? This part is about, what is the topic going to be today? It's the montage, okay? Montage, all right? And this part is talking about what it is. The student says a montage is when you take various scenes and put them together to form an entirely new one. And the professor says it's the technique of putting together selected pieces of film in order to form a continuous whole. And it also means the result of that process. Ellen, would you turn off the projector, please? What's a projector? Projector is a machine that projects a picture or a film on a screen or on a wall. What does project mean? Project means to make the film or the picture appear on the screen or a wall, okay? Okay, class, I think this is the perfect time to talk about montage. Can someone tell me what it is? What is montage? Montage is piece of pictures or films or piece of music, okay, put together, usually in a unusual way. Do you understand? Unusual order. So montage is pieces of music or film or pictures put together to make a whole, and usually in an unusual combination or sequence, okay? Montage is when you take various scenes and put them together to form an entirely new one. Montage is when you take various scenes. What does that mean, various? Various means there are several different things of a kind, okay? So it means many scenes. What's a scene? Scene is what you see in a movie or in a play, okay? Scene is what you see. And then put them together to form. What does form mean? Form is to make something, make the shape of something, form an entirely new one. What does entire mean? Entire means the whole. Entirely means wholly, okay? I couldn't have said that any better myself. What does that mean? It means that the student has said well, and the professor, even if she had said it, it couldn't be better. Yes, montage is the process or technique of putting together selected pieces of film in order to form a continuous whole. Montage is the process. What's a process? Process is a series of actions that is carried out to achieve a certain result. Or technique. What is technique? Technique is a method of doing something, usually involving practical skill, okay? Of putting together selected pieces. What does select mean? Select means to choose, okay, of film in order to form a continuous whole. And it's also the term used to describe the end result of that process. It's also the term. What's a term? Term is a word or an expression that has a certain meaning related to a certain subject. So if you don't know about that subject, the chances are that you don't know that word. Okay, it's not an ordinary word. To describe the end result. What does that mean, describe? Describe means to say what it is like. Okay. Describe the end result. What is a result? Result is something that you get at the end of a process. Okay. Let's go to the next part.
Technique. It was first used in the 1910s by Soviet filmmakers during
Hold on.
the term used to describe the end result of that process. Montage is a fairly old technique. It was first used in the 1910s by Soviet filmmakers during the height of the Russian Revolution. The filmmakers used montage since they had a specific purpose in mind. They wanted to incite their audiences. They wanted to enrage them. This, of course, was done for the purpose of the revolution. By using montage properly, filmmakers can show on screen exactly what many writers can convey on paper. Here's an example. Sergei Eisenstein directed the movie Striker in 1925. Near the end of the film, the strikers in the movie are violently cut down with weapons. During the massacre, Eisenstein added some shots of cattle being slaughtered. The message was that the masses were being slaughtered just like animals. That was an effective example of montage.
Okay, what is this part about? This part is about when the technique of montage started. Okay, it was in the 1910s by Soviet filmmakers. Okay, they had the purpose of inciting the audiences. That means making them angry. Okay, so the example of that is a movie called Striker by Sergei Eisenstein in 1925. And at the end of the film, the strikers are violently cut down with weapons. But the Eisenstein added some shots of cattle being slaughtered and mixed that scene to the end scene, okay? And the message was the masses were being killed just like animals. Okay, montage is a fairly old technique. Fairly old. What does fairly mean? Fairly means to quite a large degree. Okay, so fairly old means old but not very old. Okay, fairly old, a little old. It was first used in the 1910s by Soviet filmmakers during the height of the Russian Revolution. First used in the 1910s. What is 1910s? 1910s is 1910, 1911, 1912, but not 1920, okay? By Soviet filmmakers. Soviet, what is this? Soviet relates to Soviet Union. Soviet Union is a former federal republic. That means the states or provinces have their own power to decide their laws and make their own decisions, okay? Federal republic, and in the East Europe and Central and North Asian area. It was the biggest country at that time, and it 1/7 of the total surface of land of the earth was covered by this country. Do you understand? So let's see how it looked like. Soviet Union. Can you see this picture right here? Hold on. This whole part, okay, East Europe and this is the north of Asia. This whole area was Soviet Union. Okay. USSR. And why is it called the Soviet Union? What is a Soviet? Soviet is a council, okay? An elected local council. Council means a group of people who governs a local area. Do you understand? And Soviet Union consisted of a lot of Soviets. That's why it's called the Soviet Union, like the United States. United States has a lot of states in it. Soviet Union has a lot of Soviets in it. Soviet is a council, a group of people that govern a local area. Do you understand? And this state was a communist state. Communist. Communist is the people who believe in communism, and communism means the political belief that everyone is equal, okay? And the workers should control the means of producing things, such as machines or factories, okay? Not the owner of the factory or the machine, but the workers should, the belief that the workers should control it, okay? That is communism, you understand? So you don't have private property in communism. That's theoretically, okay? Soviet 1910s by Soviet filmmakers during the height of the Russian Revolution. During the height of. During means in the period of, okay? During the height of. Height is when something is at its most powerful state. Do you understand? During the height of the Russian Revolution. Russian Revolution. What is this? This is an uprising in 1917. Do you understand? And the Tsar of Russia was abdicated. That means Tsar is a emperor. Okay. Abdicated means he was overthrown. That means removed from power. Okay, and that was in March 1917, and in November of that year, Bolsheviks under Lenin achieved power. Do you understand? They are the communist people. Russian Revolution is that uprising in 1917. Okay? What is revolution? Revolution is a successful attempt by a lot of people to change the political system of their country by force. Okay? The filmmakers used montage since they had a specific purpose in mind. Used montage since. What does that mean? Since means because. Because they had a specific purpose in mind. What does specific mean? It means a particular, okay? Particular purpose in mind. What is purpose? Purpose is intention, okay? Planning to do something. Plan to do something. Have something in mind. What does that mean? Have something in mind. It means think about something or have the intention to do something.